Aries, hi, this is your Sun, Moon, and Rising reading for April 2018. You guys gave me like 5,000 views on a video last month, like 700 something likes, and tons of really gorgeous comments. Look what we have coming up for you. And I was just like, I don't know, tickled pink, I guess you would say. Oh, thank you so much. So for the Sun, Moon, and Rising reading, I'm going to do a version of the Gypsy Tarot spread. I'm going to read it from left to right. I think traditionally it was read from right to left. I lay down 21 cards in 3 rows of 7. The first row going this way represents you. The second row represents your environment. The third row, what is known to you. The fourth row, what is unknown to you. The fifth row, your hopes and fears. The sixth row is your near future, and the last row is your overall outcome. Now going this way, this is the condition. So the condition of you, the condition of your environment, the condition of what you know, that sort of thing. This is how it's manifesting. And this bottom row is what is at the root of that. And I'll go over it as we move through the reading. So you, in the month of April, Aries, are transforming. This is the card of Scorpio, but as it applies to you, you are going through a transformation in the month of April. And how that's manifesting is the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning in your favor, giving you an opportunity to do things differently and better than you have before. Something is presenting itself to you in your life, and you have a turning point, a place where you can decide, oh, I think I've had this opportunity before, and I've learned this, this, and this, and for that reason, I'm going to do things differently. And what's at the root of that is the Three of Pentacles. So working collaboratively and successfully and seeing the early fruits of something important to you. In your environment, Aries, we have Fool, leap of faith, or maybe the conditions being ripe for a leap of faith. And how that Fool energy is manifesting is as the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the card of Virgo, the mutable sign of Earth. Knights are mutable signs. Pentacles are Earth. And the Knight of Pentacles is the one knight who always gets the job done. Moves slow and steady, but that's the true pace of change. And always finishes what he or she starts. And what's at the root of that in your environment is victory. So that's a very ripe environment. I just keep feeling like it's a sort of fertile ground for change and success and new beginnings. What is known to you, Aries, is judgment, rebirth. So you're aware of your own transformation. You're aware of rising from the ashes. And that is manifesting in the devil energy. So be careful with that. That could be a Capricorn, but it could also be, sort of letting it go to your head, letting it have power over you. The devil energy represents anything that we've allowed to have power over us, whether it's material wealth or the opinions of others, a relationship, a group of people, a set of ideas, substances. It's anything that we've allowed to have power over us. And an awareness of it will enable us to take our power back. And what's at the root of that is some nostalgia. So I guess for some of you it's possible that a Capricorn has come back from the past. And that's inspired your rebirth. But it could also be simply the past itself, or the ideas of the past, or reminiscing about the past, or nostalgia, or a family of origin, or something from the past is getting power over you that's driving you toward your rebirth. But you are the one rising, so don't forget that. What is unknown to you, Aries, is that there are options, or delusion, or confusion may come, that you may have a hard time making up your mind. How that is manifesting is in some heartache. And what's at the root of that is clarity. Pure clarity. Let's look at your hopes and fears, Aries. You may be hoping for a love offer. Or you may be hoping that something will come into your life that serves you in a basic way. That's what this card represents. And how that hope is manifesting is as the Knight of Wands. This is the card of Sagittarius, but it's also an energy of being really excited and exuberant and romantic and feeling youthful and having zest for life, feeling passionate. What's at the root of that is the hope of a happy home, of stability. This is sometimes called the marriage card. It's a card that indicates that basic needs are met, the need for shelter, the need for love, the need for happiness. In your near future, Aries, you may have some sleepless nights over all of this. I think the key to those sleepless nights is whatever you've allowed to have power over you. If it's delusion about someone from the past, you might want to check that. People always come back from the past, but it rarely works out unless everybody has done incredible amounts of work on themselves or had life-changing experiences to see things differently. Otherwise, we can sometimes fall into old patterns that can, in fact, just break our hearts again. So that's only one scenario. I'm sure it doesn't apply to everyone, but that's one way of reading these cards. These sleepless nights, this anxiety, Nine of Swords, is manifesting as the King of Cups, so that's emotional maturity. So good for you, Aries, if you're going to recognize that something is unnecessarily tearing at you. What's at the root of that is the Empress, and somehow she's upside down. So maybe recognize that you don't have creative power in this particular situation is giving you, awakening to that is giving you these sleepless nights, which is manifesting your greatest emotional maturity, which would be one way to get out of a situation. I mean, this is beautiful. The Judgment card here, this energy, this judgment energy in what is known to you is very beautiful. But it's somehow your reawakening, your rebirth is manifesting something that makes you feel trapped. And it's somehow driven by nostalgia, so something from the past. So whether or not that situation is good for you remains to be seen, especially since it creates delusion and confusion and, foggy mind that manifests in heartache because of some clarity that you see. So if you see some clarity, hold on to that, because your real hopes are beautiful hopes. The hope of a love offering, making you feel so excited, driven by the idea of a happy home. You deserve all that, Aries. You deserve all that. I mean, look at you. You're transforming. You have an opportunity to do things differently. You've been building a life that is showing early fruits. You've got a victorious, fertile environment around you. And you deserve all this that you hoped for. Your overall outcome, you are waiting. You're waiting for your ships to come in. And look how that is manifesting. I think the optimal word here might be waiting. Waiting for the right ship. And I'm not certain that you're certain regarding what is right. And I think it's upsetting to you that you're not quite certain. But waiting for your ships will manifest in this beautiful Ace of Cups. And what's at the root of that, Aries, is Temperance, who also somehow ended up upside down. So there is a lack of balance that is driving the need to wait for love. Let's look at the overall energy of the reading. We have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is how you, as the energy of the Queen of Wands, how you want to be received is by the energy of the King of Wands. You may be entertaining an idea that makes you feel like this, and the Knight of Wands is such a fun, passionate, exciting way to feel. But this can come to you as a result of your choosing your own emotional maturity, Aries, and waiting for this ship to come in. So that's your reading, Aries. The decisions are yours. You can do things differently this time.